Alright guys, it's episode 14 of Winfield Cup 9 Panasonic Cup 2 review. And well, it's starting to sort itself out, isn't it, in the Winfield Cup 9. Last week, we had all the 8 on 20. It was amazing. But it's starting to sort itself out, and guys in the top 10 are starting to play each other, and it's still pretty close. It was closer than last year, this, so it's been a really good comp. Not long to go now. We'll go through round 18's results. And it was a tough round with that bye. Really tough. But Winfield Poms defeated by Hard and the Fuck Up, 538 to 975. That could see Winfield Poms. That will see Winfield Poms' season gone. Looked like he'll have to try and push in for the minor premiership there. Barbara Schnoz, 700, defeated by Blindside at 860. Blindside staying up the top there. Men of Steel, 1,047, a good score in these rounds. Defeated by defeats. We finally won one, 481. Sobby Dogs, defeated by NFI, 538 to 637. Laney's Lunatics, defeated by the Pelicans, 764 to 821. Riddler All-Stars, 452, defeated by Silverwater Raiders, 605. Menai Mavericks, 398, defeated by G-Bane Dragons, 795. Menai Mavericks is looking very shaky. Peptides, 823, defeated by the Gazelle, 839. The Peptides, in a bit of against his brother, bit of an upset there. The Gazelle coming home with, we'll get into it later, but he's certainly giving it a good shake, and same in the draft. After a slow start of the season. Slevin Doves, 855, defeats Cowboys Rules OK, 750. That basically, Cowboys Rules, last year's grand finalist, last year's winner is gone. All the way down on 19th. That's a shocking season from Cowboys. Now, he'll tell you as well, by the way. Seven Doves, well, good win there. Sharkies are back, 806, defeated by Tuco Salamanca, getting a win, 994. Sharkies are back. It's put a bit of a spanner in his works there, and it keeps Tuco alive, if just barely. We'll get into who can make it and can't, who needs to keep winning in a second. So a couple of upsets in there, which is good. It's great for the comp. It's keeping it very close. A couple of guys in the bottom 10 starting to hit a little bit of form. Like the Gazelle, he's on 5-0. The only other team on 5-0 is the Pelicans, who's is equal top there, but third on points difference. So we'll run through it now. And this is round 18, so not a few rounds to go. But Blindsided's up there on 22 points. With a superior points difference, 4-1 there. Men of Steel also on 22 points. Then the Pelicans also on 22 points. And Slevin Doves on 22 points. Slevin Doves needs a couple of big wins, I think. That might hurt him. That 574 there in points difference. With Hard and the Fuck Up, 5th on 20 points with a pretty big points difference on 13-38. So it might hurt him a bit, but all he's got to do is keep winning. Sharkies are back also on 20, on 538. The Peptides on 7th, on 18 points. We finally won one, hanging in the 8th there, and outright 8th. The top 8 is clear now. So we're finally won 18 points with a 40 points difference. Again, that could hurt him. That could hurt. Coming to the latter rounds, got to keep winning. Laney's Lunatics breathing down his back on 16 points on 9th. They're still within a definite chance of making the 8. 11-21 points difference will be a big advantage compared to a couple of other guys, 6th, 7th, and 8th with their points difference. All he's got to do is win a couple, and he's looking at 5th. The Gazelle keeping his hopes alive. 16 points. Points difference there on 31. That will hurt. Barbara Schnoz also... he's on 14. So that's coming down another win. It's looking pretty bleak for the guys on 14. Barbara Schneid's, Jeban Dragons, and Menor Mavericks. It's not looking great for them to get into the 8. Poet didn't know it. Jesus, that sounded all right. But all they got to do is keep winning and keep winning and rely on other results. Just outside the hopes there, Turco Salamanca, NFI, both on 12. Sloppy Dogs, Silverwater Raiders, Whinging Poms, all on 10. Whinging Poms sliding down the comp there. 1 and 4. So Silverwater Raiders not having a great year. 1 and 4 also. Compass Rules okay. Dismal. Lost his last 5 along with Riddler All Stars. So that's how it looks at the moment. We have to around, I think around 22 is the cutoff. Yeah, round 22 is the last round. I just had to keep double checking. That means 1, 2, 3, 4 rounds to go with a maximum of 8 points to go in this competition. Which means, 8 points. Yeah, 22 will get you there. So it's going to be tight. I don't know. It's hard to say with this year. 20 might even make it on 20 points, especially if you've got a really good points difference. So, yeah, 14. The guys on 14 just have to win the rest of the games, and the guys on 12 also have to keep winning and rely on other results. So, top 4's looking great. Everyone on 22 in the top 4. Again, keep winning. It's really hard to pick. There was a couple of big upsets in that round I wasn't expecting. So well done, guys. It's been a good year in Classic. We got over to the draft, and it's sorted itself out. We are having a rest week in round 19. If you look at the settings, round 19 it's not the start of the semi, so don't panic. It is a rest week. We start in round 20 for the semis, which makes sense, really. So the top 8 has been decided, and we'll run through the results. And Pelicans 415 defeated by NFI 459. So Pelicans hung on to 8th spot. Men of Steel 641 defeats Harden the Fuck Up 547. Cowboys Rules OK 109 defeated by Laney's 361. The Gazelles 765 defeats Fluffy Nuffy's 488 in what is a big upset there. The Gazelle coming home in this one as well with a 4-1, getting in the top 4. It was coming last halfway through the season. Great comeback there. Sloppy Dogs defeats G-Bang Dragons 419 to 193. So, as predicted, Men of Steel gets the top spot. 22 points because of points difference. Sloppy Dogs get second. Fluffy Nuffy's third. They're all on 22. The Gazelle, Cowboys Rules OK, and the G-Bang Dragons all on 18. So that's 4th down to 6th. Then Harden the Fuck Up and the Pelicans both on 16 points. Now it is the 1v4, 2v3. So I don't think they've got it up yet. I'll just check it for round 20. No, they haven't. So what will happen is Men of Steel will play the Gazelle, and they'll get a second ball at the Cherry. Sloppy Dogs also play Fluffy Nuffies, again, second ball at the Cherry. Bottom 4 of the 8, Cowboys Rules OK, will play the Pelicans. Jevan Dragons play Harden the Fuck Up. So that's how it will roll. Laney's and NFI just missed out by a win. Out of the 8, it was a very tight competition, the draft this year, so well done to everyone there. Okay, guys, well, I mean, it was hard last round in the draft, but, geez, I think we all copped it. I think next year, you got to look better at your draft picks, really. I mean, who's got the more lenient bye weeks? It is a matter of you getting right squad in for the whole year, and we can discuss rules next year on this, but we'll get through this year. But I mean, it's all everything's up for debate. Everything's up for discussion on rules and how we want it. So whoever wants to be in next year will be great. We'll get the ring in next year too for both comps, which will be great. Also, it'll be something to look forward to. All right, guys. That's about it. Again, a short one. Keep moving, keep going well. Our actual comp. Just want to get back to the classics. Sorry, just I forgot. I will take note of the ranking total points. Our league ranking's gone into 1,739, which is pretty good. Blindsided is doing pretty well. He'll drop the bid. I think it was higher than 898. So that's really, really well done. The top 1,000, he's doing really well. Men are still doing well, so 1,475. Sharkies are back 5, and then dropped back to 5,000th and hung the fuck up. The Pelicans all in the 6,000 mark. So most of us are in the top 10,000. Lane is just outside the top 10,000 on 10,107. Turco, well, I mean, he's running 6th in total points, but yeah, head to head, he's struggling. One is down a bit in the down the mid table in the total points, but up in there for the top 8. So I mean, I've probably evened out. He's around the 8th or 9th mark. So yeah, so it sort of does mirror, I suppose, the head to heads, but yeah, it's looking pretty good, guys. All right, guys. Yeah, that's about it. I'll be back next week. Oh, Origin. The cider. Sorry, I keep forgetting. This is going to be a real tight one. Queensland decimated with a few injuries. Looks like New South Wales getting some back, probably playing with needles. Surprised that New South Wales shut themselves last game for 20 minutes and lost it. I don't think they'll do that again. But I don't know. Who knows what happened? Everyone's saying in the media what happened, but they just lost their way. I think New South Wales will win. It'll be tight, probably by 4 to 8 points around that margin. Queensland will give it a good shake, but I don't think they've got the pack to do it. I really don't. And once New South Wales fell asleep in that second half, Queensland just got them, and New South Wales stopped going forward. So yeah, I reckon it's going to be one at the middle again. Get Tedesco or Maloney running off the feeder and the other big fellas in that pack, and they should run it through. Just beat them. Not having Thurston's a pretty big blow in Queensland's attack. It didn't matter if he didn't run the ball, but geez, he just knows how to organise a team. And Munster's just a risk. Who knows? He could just come out and pull something out, but he's a huge risk in there. And you got Ben Hunt on the bench, which is, I don't know. You either have him in the side or you don't. I don't think he's a guy to come off the bench. I really don't. But it's been some weird selection strategies going on up there and up north, and so who knows? Maybe they'll pull it off, maybe they won't. But it's going to be a cracker. I'm looking forward to it tomorrow night. Man of the match. Let's go for Feeder. I reckon he can just game break it. He's angry. Depends if he doesn't get sent off for 10 for hitting Maguire or something. But for Feeder man of the match, New South Wales by 8. And that's it. Put your comments below. This week's not a perfect 8 week, but next week will be. And geez, wouldn't that 175,000 be good? So we'll have another crack at that in a couple of weeks. But guys, good luck. Enjoy tomorrow night, and I'll chat soon. See ya.